So my name is Cristina Mercado Acevedo, and I'm with Orlando VA Healthcare System Center for Development and Civic Engagement Office. I've worked with the VA for 13 years, and I've been honored enough to work in my office for the past 8. And Armika actually called the office to inquire about how the foundation can work with the veterans that we service. We service all the veterans within Central Florida area. And so she was like, we really want to focus on STEM. And it was kind of great because we've been talking with our recreation therapy and our domiciliary programs because we want to further develop into that area to offer more opportunities other than just arts and crafts or playing sports outside with our veterans. We really want to give them opportunities where they can have some job skills, help identify problem solving skills, things like that. And that's what STEM does. So when she offered this as an opportunity for us to be able to receive funds and for them to be able to come on board and help us with this programming, it was just kind of a match that came out of nowhere and worked really well for us. So I reached out to our domiciliary program. For those of you who don't know, it is our 24/7 residential rehabilitation program for our veterans. They come in all walks of life at all times. You'll have some young men in there in their 20s, all the way up to maybe more seasoned veterans in their 60s. So, one commonality is that they're all trying to gain the treatment that they need to get back out to become productive members of society. And what we do for them is to get them there in many different ways. So, it's kind of how we got involved. We're very excited to be able to utilize these funds to be able to help those veterans and use it as a jumping off point because the goal is to grow this program to offer it to other veterans, maybe in our HUD-FASH programs, which is our homeless program through their recreation therapy, and some of our outpatients to be able to expand STEM for our veterans.
I was going to say, what the donation, how does that what impact does that have?
So it's going to have a major impact. It's going to help us to start off with the equipment that would be needed and the resources that would be needed because we did not purchase that as the VA. So we'll be able to use the donations for that. We're also hoping to be able to get some members of the community to come in and volunteer and to expand the partnership so that we can bring in subject matter experts who are going to be able to work with our veterans and teach them more. Teach them more about the different applications that can be used, whether it's bringing in 3D printing programs. Whether I'm very excited because I really want to push for robotic building, but have different levels depending on the types of veterans that we have so that they can learn and they can aspire to different things and to kind of help our veterans gain the confidence to be able to utilize these applications out in the real world once they leave the domiciliary.
What does it mean to have, Wendell Carter being a basketball player, being kind of a local celebrity? What does it mean to have him shine a spotlight on you guys and to kind of give his weight and his voice to this cause?
We were definitely surprised to receive a phone call. A majority of our community partners that do reach out to us are veteran organizations. So we're actually very excited to have Wendell Carter Foundation reach out to us for this partnership. It's definitely going to help us to show that you do not have to be, while we love our veteran service organizations, you do not have to be a veteran service organization to be able to work with our veterans and to love what they do and want to be able to support them and give back to them. So it's something that we are going to showcase. Not just because of who he is, but because of how he came to us and how the foundation is wanting to work with us. So to help build that framework for the future.